Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Here's another look at that beautiful rock from Kyla. Setting things up really nicely. They're close to the win with that one. Now in the last end of the game, Team Kleibrink has a draw to the button for the win.
Hold on, the guys that didn't play, I just made a call. They paid me way more cash than you guys ever will. If you want to destroy the sports books, come join the #1 sports investing community on the planet at inplaylive.com.
Stronger agronomics, better returns, greater peace of mind from pre-seed to post-harvest. You can count on the Victory Canola program to keep you and your farm ahead of the curve. Grow with us at victorycanola.com.
Oh. Yep, there we are. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Saville Center. Saville Shootout 2022. We've got Kleibrink. We've got McEwen. These teams have been starting earlier and earlier. But you know what? 7 or 8 minutes early, boys. You are killing me here. That's all right. We are what looks to be on the thirds. First or second stone? Couple rocks in play. Better look here. Got Mike in the house, on third stones. Kevin and Daniel March sweeping. Both teams getting after it here in the first one. A little tap back, clear open. Colton gets rid of one. Pulls on top, a pretty good positioning. Look at that house. Looking like red long two. Centerline guard. Lots of junk up the middle. Kleibrink here in the first 10. Someone's gonna score. Couple taps. Yes. Out of the house. Low guard. Knowing there's 4 rocks left to come this end. I don't want to get into 4 foot quite yet. Kleibrink delivers his first. Right about where he tapped that broom. Well, they're tapping the forefoot and they're swinging their brooms axes. So, you know, they're either talking about some kind of run back and a draw to the top of the forefoot. They're going to score 2 here. With 2 nice shots by Mike McEwen. However he sees that deuce coming together. Also important not to give up in this first end. Actually, multiple. So, anyone can blame them for getting rid of this guard. Probably was true. Just over curls. There's a chance that they knew it was by when they called the supers auction to make sure that Mike's computer rolled away from the center line. Tough to tell. Either way, not the call. Well played end. First end for Kleibrink. Guarding up what looks like shot 2 stones. He just threw this path as well. He's practicing on both sides of the ice. Not a ton of changes that the teams will be dealing with at this time. It is the first end, so every rock, you want to pay attention where how it's sliding. Sweepers have not touched this one. That is just a fine shot. Cruises a little deep. Opens up the chance for 1 for Mike. Would have loved for that to stop. A couple feet higher. Mike McEwen will be challenged early here in the first end. The Saville Shootout. Late finish, and a good sweep. Looks like it gets there. They are taking a look. Geez, they wanted that to curl just a little bit more, and they will kick the Redstone away. It's a score of 1 for Team McEwen. They dodge a bullet in the first end. Looking at the Saville Shootout. Early season action here on Curling Stadium Live.
This is where the focus comes into play. Look at that. Canada, say hello to your new champions.
Proudly pulling for this generation of Canadians and the next for over 40 years at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Hey, so dude, I'm just building out my parlay for Sunday. I'm all over the Bucks, and then we got the Panthers, the Bills, and the 49ers, all locks, but it only pays plus 229, so I'm thinking I might need to beef up that number just a little bit. Hold on, the Rams are playing on Sunday Night Football. No chance they're losing.
Oh my god, dude, you said the same thing last week and you keep losing. Don't be this clown betting on NFL parlays this season. The way the Sunday schedule is set up is that you make a parlay for the early games, you miss, and you start chasing in the afternoon games, and then the night game hits and you unload your bankroll trying to play catch up. If you're interested in making smarter decisions on the NFL this season, I'm putting on some free training right now where I give away my top 5 secrets on how to profit on live sports investing.
Well, what more can you ask for? 016 in play live, Team Kleibrink, Team McEwen, 2 great Prairie teams, great Prairie sponsors. Love to see it. Teams getting their message out there. Those companies that support these teams in their season-long competitions helps bring the game in front of you and I to watch for free online. What a world! What a future! Even better than I thought it'd be, boys and girls. My name is Rory McCasker. I am a streamer for Curling Stadium Live. I love spending my weekends watching curling, just like you. Not that I know especially a ton about the game, but I do know what cameras are and audio and how to bring it all to you. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll be keeping you company as we watch this game together. Not trying to pretend we're experts or anything, but just enjoy the beautiful game of curling. More centerline play. I'm McEwen. Yes, those hammers switch. There we are. McEwen scoring 1 point in that first end. Here we are in the second. Leads second stone. I've got Jordan Tardy on my sheet. And yes, that does look like Jordan. Squeaking the guard, removing the stone. He is going to roll out. Five rock rule. No tick rule. Already changing the game here. In previous years, you may have seen the team call off the sweep. Try to chip that center guard. Might have been a little more valuable of a result. Can't do that anymore, though. And there's that axe swing of the broom. About sending it all back. I know I'd like to see it. See if we can make it happen. One, and oh, how unlucky is that? Directly back. Totally buried. All he had to do was hit a millimeter higher or lower. Those are frustrating, especially sweep callers, because you know your thrower threw it well enough to make the shot. So, got Team McEwen wrapping another one around. Pretty happy with how things are looking, but I think it's been indicated Team Kleibrink will be, unless they get an opening here somehow, sending that center guard back. If they sent the yellow one back, they're certainly going to send the red guard back. Nobody likes center camera, do they? Like a pretty good shot. Dan Marsh. Put one in the way. We got second rock thrower, Andrew Nurkin. This looks pretty good. 1, 2. Here's 2 guards. Wasn't able to roll his shooter away very much, but that's okay. Chipping away here at this center line setup. In Kleibrink kind of accepting they're not going to draw play to the outside with any kind of meaning corner guards. They have to defend the middle here. They were able to force Team McEwen to 1 point in the first end, so getting a point back in the second, trading singles, not the worst. Don't want to put all your hard work, of course, to waste by allowing Team McEwen to steal in the second end. Definitely want to make sure you even the score here, if anything. On to thirds rocks now, third stones. Colton still got that skipper's instinct, following the rock down, making sure his sweepers are well guided. That's a tough habit to shake once you're in that skip position and you're following your rocks down. Kind of intense. You know, the impact of your misses and losses are so great. Tough habit to shake when you push down the lineup and say second or third. Nothing wrong with it, just something fun to notice. I'm a fun to notice kind of commentator, not that was a wrong or right choice kind of commentator, just so everyone at home knows. Another run back. 1 guard, 2 guard. All right, we've been here before. It's almost like tennis players trading a deuce. Advantage 1, back to deuce. Advantage 1, back to deuce. I would say we're back to deuce. Colton Flash trying to put something else in the way. Team McEwen, as long as they don't leave a double run back, they're getting kind of lucky. Well, I don't know about lucky, but they're definitely. It's fortunate that shooter in Kleibrink has always right down the center line. It always feels like we're moments away from a big double peel and roll off, and then the end's really going to change shape. But for now, it's coming a little deeper with this. Really know what to do. They don't want to check off and leave that opening. They do. As we can see from that straightaway angle, the kind of I don't want to call it the cross. It's got to be a different way for that. The inside pockets, the pockets of those two yellow stones, still protected by that guard. Kind of risky to try and double them off. You'd be rolling your shooter off Kleibrink to double those yellows, and McEwen would just slide another one in there. So it'll be run back attempt number 4, I believe. Maybe even 5. I'm not that good at counting. But it will be running this stone back and back and forth. Both teams waiting for a big one. Team Kleibrink hoping it comes right here. Red. They make contact with both yellows. Can't quite sweep it yet, and that close. 1 foot away from making all their troubles disappear. Really nice shot there. Third rock throw, Sebastian Obiard. Never seen his name before. Please forgive me, Sebastian. So close. Hit those rocks almost perfectly. I guess you needed to hit the top yellow a little thinner for more momentum into the second zone. Maybe just throw it a little harder. I'm not sure. But I thought he threw that almost as good as you could expect or hope for. It'll be Mike McEwen drawing around to center guard. All things considered, pretty successful end. Team McEwen, not that difficult of shots. They've had the opportunity to replace center line guard draws almost all end. That's pretty much what you hope for without Hammer. In a near tie game situation, which we are in. Mike getting his draw weight figured out. He'll have another out-turn draw. Same as he had in the first end. Totally buried. Perfect line, not too deep either. That's going to be difficult to tap back with any kind of significant benefit for Team Kleibrink. Some teams might prefer that a little bit, but it depends how hard you're trying to steal, but I think that's a perfect spot. Wouldn't want to leave Kyler tap back to lie one with some backing. That's how you might give up a deuce this end. This is going to force Kyler to get pretty aggressive in his draw. He wants to hide this rock, make it difficult for Mike to take it out. This looks like a run back. After all, we do have that not a biter, but that orbiting Yellowstone in the 12-foot. It's going to make sure someone scores. Kyler thinks his best chance is being buried and scoring through a pure run back. Let's see if he can nut it right on the number. It's over curling, just barely. Yep. That ran back stone would have had to be dead perfect right down the center in order to make that shot work. But I respect the call. There wasn't a lot of room to draw or hide the 4-foot. Maybe could have caught it outside the button, forced Mike to hit half a rock or something, but in a bit of trouble now. There is a risk associated with that run back. Now he's left his shooter down the middle. Mike can either totally guard his stone, overlapping in the center line, taking away both the red run back and a hit in the 4-foot. You could get greedy here. You could try to put this in the 4-foot, maybe tap around the angle of your top stone, maybe just a pure draw to that right side of the 4-foot as we see it from the shooter's end. And 1, Team Kleibrink. Lots of pressure without Hammer now. And 2, Team McEwen. I would say even more pressure. An opportunity to take away both easy draw paths. Ice is a nice swing. I'm sure you could hit the button from the outturn side. Mike will try an in-turn this time. Be McEwen's last rock in the second end. Lots of pressure. His team played a good end in front of him. Trying to cap it off with a nice tight centerline guard. Opportunity to steal or force a tough shot for 1. That's going to be really nice. Thanks for the path. And no thinking required. Sebastian's got that broom down on the outside side. Kyler is already in the hack. No time to waste. These teams are not timed in this event. But why screw around? Kyler knew that this was his shot from the moment he missed the previous one. So gets in the hack for the last rock of the second end. Wasting 2 McEwen counters in the rings. Eating full 4 foot. Yeah, 3/4 4 foot for his point. Sweepers do not want to touch it. Not getting much curl yet. Little break there. Hoping this slows down. And Kevin will sweep it to just the back gate. It will be a steal of 1 from McEwen here in the second end. Kleibrink with Hammer in the third.
The reason we trust Western Sales with our business is the people. I'm sure that there's 100 years experience coming out of that shop. We trust them because we do a CMI on our combine and on our tractor. When our equipment comes out of Western Sales, it's going to be good, because if it's not, they send us another combine, they send us another tractor. And we're not naive to the fact that that probably costs them a lot of money. So we just know that the service that we're getting at Western Sales is above par to everybody else.
Hey, so dude, I'm just building out my parlay for Sunday. I'm all over the Bucks, and then we got the Panthers, the Bills, and the 49ers, all locks, but it only pays plus 229.
The reason we trust our business is people.
Little mix up with the commercials there. Sorry, folks, we're going to get them right. Always love giving exposure to these sponsors that make the curling season possible for the teams, the fans, the curling rink. Curling owes a lot to the generous sponsors that keep this thing rolling. So thank you for supporting curling. Great Western, In Play Now, Western Sales, everyone we just mentioned there. And more to come. Back to curling. Great game so far. Oh, I got on the wrong side here. There we go. Terrific game so far. Lots of good shots, lots of pressure down the middle. We do see a corner guard this end. We are in the third end. Big sweep, Colton Flash. Curls that rock over. Very neat to see Colton back on the broom. He's always a very entertaining sweeper, very effective sweeper. Not that I know too much about that, but I think we all just watch that curl. That's that rock heel over when Colton started giving it the directional sweep. So evidently, good Colton Flash. This will be a freeze call. Pretty big call. It kind of determines how the middle of the end is going to go. This freeze is made, which it is. That's going to successfully tempt Team McEwen into stacking rocks into that 4-foot. But with that successful freeze, unless this rock of Team McEwen is in good position, once Team Kleibrink decides to run that short guard back, there's a good chance 3 yellows go, 1 red stays. That's what you're hoping for. When you have hammer and you're playing to the 4-foot, very often it seems it's a short-lived setup. You're only setting a few rocks in there, so you know it's eventually going to blow up. And with that, doing guards so tight to the rings, I think that's what's going through Kleibrink's mind. They have their corner guard on the left-hand side. Got to be thinking they're going to be tempted to use that. So it might be right now. Once 5 rocks in play, 3 guard zone is complete. Team Kleibrink can blast away, but still tempted at maintaining the 4-foot setup. It looks like a hack weight kind of call. If you chip the guard, that's okay, is what I think that signal meant. Yeah, it looks like a hacker board with half weight, we'll say. Hit and roll. Contact the red. Roll your shooter to the wing. Leave the red in the 4-foot. Sounds pretty good on paper. Let's see if they can make it happen. Sweepers on this one right away. Got potential. It's curling hard. That's all over the top. Big chunk. Taps that center guard right behind the corner guard. Definitely not ideal. You're always okay with moving a guard off the center line, but there was a lot more result there that could have been achieved. Could have got that guard thinner, rolled your shooter into the rings. Could have made contact with the stone you're trying to make contact with. That's going to be on the south side of 50%, you would think. Lots of options here. Definitely an important decision for Team McEwen. They have their 2 stones in the 4-foot, but they're very vulnerable. The way that those angles are, both those yellows are going easy. If you get that red one on the high side, I think the yellows double off. They are going to rip the red. Not surprised by that, but you know, I thought McEwen might be tempted to guard up the middle again. After all, Team McEwen was line 2. But contrast to that, Team McEwen is up 2 points after 2 end. No need to aggressively try and steal. Wasting a hammer. Pretty good results here. Come on, let's get this figured out. There we go. Early season for your broadcaster as well. Check. Just hammer straightened out. Team McEwen unable to maintain that center line setup. That was the decision they made earlier in the end on Daniel Marsh. Or actually, sorry, that was Kevin's shot. Kevin Marsh eliminated the Kleibrink Stone, kind of opened the door, able to clear the forefoot. Team McEwen line 2, but now Kleibrink finally able to use corner guards for shot rock. Well fought. Just noticed in the YouTube comments, in play live coming in. What's up, everyone? We're Team Kleibrink. We'll be cheering them on all season. We help the betting industry make more informed and responsible decisions. Good luck, all. Great to see a sponsor chiming in on the chat. Thank you, In Play Live. And that's the beauty of the internet. It's an interactive experience. We want to hear from you, viewers of this game. Chime in on that YouTube chat. If your screen is full screen, I respect that. But if you toggle to computer mode or just a regular browser window on your computer, you can see that chat below the video. Let's have some fun. Make friends. Share our thoughts on the game. Oohs and ahs. I'll read out some comments. All right, Team McEwen playing some defensive curling. A lot of success early in the end. Switched gears a little bit. Wanted to make sure they defended their 2-point lead here. Tough to score 2 in Kleibrink. This will be an out-turn run back. Those two stones must be closer together than I thought. Let's see how this turns out. Yeah, that's the... Oh. That was the difficulty in the out-turn. You had to just pair the top guard ice. I'm not on the ice. There's a chance that the angle was way better than I thought. But either way, out-turn guard doesn't quite curl back or might pops it out a little bit. It's a shallow corner guard. It's a Kleibrink stone, half 8 foot, lying one with hammer here in the third end. Couple taps here, a couple taps there. There we go. Oh, and a big circle. That's my favorite. Anywhere in here, area throw. Just trying to lie to you. Team Kleibrink knows there's no way to take away a hit from Mike. There's going to be 3/4 of the rock on the out turn side. Okay, electing to bury another one on their corner guard. Pretty tough to leave a run back double. They'd have to roll quite deep in there. Trusting that Mike's going to get rid of one. Kyler will just look to lie to here. That's a lot of ice. They must be expecting a good amount of curl here. All the way on the other side of the forefoot, but Cooper's on it right away as well. Can't quite tell if that's line or weight call, but they've been going on it. Looks like start to finish will be, they get it by the guard, They get it in the ring, and they get it for line 2. What a sweep. Little pat on the back there, Tyler. That's a good feeling as a sweeper when you know every bit of effort you gave on that sweep was necessary. Couldn't let up at all. Got that rock there by an inch or two. Let's shout out the front end here. Jordan Tardy, Andrew Nurpin. You know, never know what emphasis is the syllable until you've heard a name said. I don't know if that, forgive me for that one, Andrew. Pretty tight grouping here. I don't think it'll be that difficult to triple these off. I don't think the guard jams on the wing, though it might. Coming pretty sharp off the face there. This will be fun to see. Interested to see how these stones explode. Definitely an opportunity to get rid of all three. Mike McEwen trying to defend against the deuce. Or the 3. Good shot here. With his last rock in the third end. Big sweep right off the bat. 1, 2. Just over curled. Was attempting to hit that rock on the other side of nose. I think. And no need to address the stone in the 8-foot of McEwen. Open draw. Fighting 8. Gets it. Different path than Kyler just threw. Same turn, but at least 2 feet more ice. So sweepers will have to kind of readjust. Kind of recalculate how many stones have been down this path, how long it's been. This path has been thrown down. All that good stuff. Think about it, sweepers. Kyler definitely gave this one more juice, which he did. And that's going to coast in for 2 points. Oh, that goes sideways, though. My goodness. 1 and 2 for Team Kleibrink. Ties this game up in the third end. Team McEwen will have a chance to respond with hammer in the fourth.
The reason we trust Western Sales with our business is the people. I'm sure that there's 100 years experience coming out of that shop. We trust them because we do a CMI on our combine and on our tractor. When our equipment comes out of Western Sales, it's going to be good, because if it's not, they send us another combine, they send us another tractor. And we're not naive to the fact that that probably costs them a lot of money. So we just know that the service that we're getting at Western Sales is above par to everybody else.
Hey, so dude, I'm just building out my parlay for Sunday. I'm all over the Bucks, and then we got the Panthers, the Bills, and the 49ers, all locks, but it only pays plus 229. So I'm thinking I might need to beef up that number just a little bit. Hold on, the Rams are playing on Sunday Night Football. No chance they're losing.
Oh my god, dude, you said the same thing last week and you keep losing. Don't be this clown betting on NFL parlays this season. The way the Sunday schedule is set up is that you make a parlay for the early games, you miss, and you start chasing in the afternoon games, and then the night game hits and you unload your bankroll trying to play catch up. If you're interested in making smarter decisions on the NFL this season, I'm putting on some free training right now where I give away my top 5 secrets on how to profit on live sports investing.
Welcome back. It's the fourth end. McEwen has hammer, and it's a tie game. Gotta love it. Three made shots so far. Here, let's get a little wider look. Center guard, corner guard, 8-foot draw. And now a freeze attempt. It's a touch heavy or outside. Tough to tell on this in the end. Gets a lock. That's a made shot. Not absolutely perfect, but that is a made shot. Kleibrink will have to tap things around if they want to remove that yellow on the next go. I think that's about as good as they're hoping for. Second rock thrower, Andrew Nirpin. Coming up. Coming up light. Sorry, yeah, actually, I don't know if they're trying to throw a high guard there or come right in. Look down for a second to adjust. Missed the call. Either way, 3 rocks touch the line. That's pretty much for Mike McEwen. Looks like they'll just move these 2 guards as a bonus. If they were to second one back and clear out that rock in the forefoot, that'd be incredible. But I'm sure they're just happy with it. 1 guard, 2 guard, and that'll be good enough. Shooter didn't even roll to the board, so I don't know if there was a triple possible there. Not worth the risk. Still got that quarter freeze action going in the input. Kleibrink is out of center guard. Got to think they'll replace it. Teams have had trouble making a significant run back, kind of flipping an end open so far. There's been a lot of peels, double peels, guards, freezes, but not a lot of end-changing run backs, which we might kind of see later in the season. Still early. Ooh, splits them up. Keeps one on the center line. The forefoot. The other thing was pretty good. Shooter's in a great spot. Double opportunity available. Opportunity available. Lots of options for Team McEwen. They've got a corner guard wide out on that 8-foot. Even that far guard on the 12-foot will interrupt the intern hit. Maybe. Still useful, isn't it? Useful guard on the left side of the sheet. Looks like ice for the double. Does not look like weight for the double. So, trying to do something with the shot rock here. Team McEwen. Trying to let this curl. Trying to roll that rock over. Oh, I get it now. I think that's a good shot. To remove that stone, Kleibrink will have to roll behind the corners. That's opening up a freeze opportunity, thus creating that corner guard setup. Kind of too complex to ever try to remove. Smart call. McEwen, I think. As a commentator, you never want to try and pretend you know what the right and wrong and good and bad and all that stuff is too much. But I understand the tactic there, the concept of a 3-rock trade. Using one stone to force a shot out of your opponent and set up a shot on your next stone. Skipping 101. Want to shout out a great YouTube channel, Chess on Ice. Gives lots of great end breakdown, skipping tips. Chess on Ice on YouTube. Online curling community is growing, and I love it. I'll introduce myself again. My name is William Pascal. I've been working with Curling Stadium Live from the get-go. Back when this was a dream, hey, how awesome would it be if we could stick cameras in all of these major curling centers across Canada, US, Scotland, Europe, United States? What if we could stream all these games? We could get more curling than just what traditional broadcast would show us. It was all a dream one day, and through a lot of hard work, dedication, a lot of risk taking, Jerry Gertz, Benton, James Gordon, and others. Here we are, watching live curling at the beginning of September. All of our favorite teams through. These are teams that will be wearing Briar jackets on their back, that will be winning cash deals, playing in the Grand Slam of curling. Our favorite team don't rest. They're playing a lot because you don't see them on TV in the fall. Doesn't mean they're not playing every weekend. So just what a treat to watch all this curling. And speaking of a treat, what a shot. That is a marvelous freeze around the guard. Perfectly swept. Team McEwen's got to be feeling pretty good about that shot. Now, pretty deep in the forefoot. That stone is touching the tee line. That is repeatable. Team Kleibrink follow that down, exact same shot, exact same weight. Give it a little bump. Even roll half frozen and get shot rock. So we officially have a battle here, folks. Fourth end. Something is going down this end. I am getting some comments that my audio is garbled. Not really some digital interference. Not sure what's going on there, but we'll try to fix it. Thank you for the comment. And just a tick off. Chapped it. That's my Thursday night. I'll leave him nameless. My Thursday night Cali Curling Club mate in Regina say, chapped off. That they did. Wide open. Shot rock though. Here's the good news. Team McEwen will have to address that at some point. Just they're wondering how greedy we get here. If they freeze in there, sets up those two Yellowstones quite well, but Team Kleibrink could attempt to guard and choke off the access with the button and forefoot. People make a big deal about rocks on the tee line. Oh, it's in the shot. It went behind the tee line. Well, it's true enough. You haven't given your teammates an opportunity to build on it. You're also giving them something to freeze to. However, for the time being, that is shot rock on the button. And whether it's or not to remove it, isn't it tempt Team McEwen into using it, meaning not removing it, playing a freeze, playing a tap back, drawing to the stone, which always opens up the potential for backfire. This looks like ice to remove the stone. Pretty tough, maybe even impossible to set up a double here. They'd have to roll to a really bad spot. So they'll take it on. I'll get you people a closer look at the rings as soon as we cross the hog line here. There we go. As we can see, yellow line 2. Redstone in guaranteed ejection territory. Don't forget, Team McEwen's got that stone in the top 12 foot as well. So if he were to blow up the 4 foot, that would come into play. I wouldn't say deep trouble for Team Kleibrink, but most definitely a potential for a huge end here. And Kleibrink's going to need a couple good shots in a row here. So Kyler will skate down, prepare his first shot. He needs good ones out of him. And for here, Saville Center, Shootout, 2023. Little tap freeze. That's a great shot. I think he got second shot rock out of that. I'm not totally sure. Either way, I think he'd be happy. That redstone is not removable. Well, not removable without losing some yellows. Sure. Just gotta wonder how directly will the yellow on the edge of the 4 jam into the red rock in the 8 foot. That's going to determine what kind of shot to put in place here. He knows he can get rid of the red that was just thrown. He knows he's losing his yellow rock on the button. Is there a shot to keep your shooter, keep the secondary yellow on the foot as well as the rock in the top 12? Is there a shot to get rid of at least 1 red, 3 remaining in the ring? Is there a shot to get rid of both red, 2 yellows? That's the discussion right now. Chelsea, cafe or cake? Let's go, Team McEwen. I know there's lots of Team McEwen fans excited to see how this team chemistry works this year. I'm one of them. As well as Kleibrink. Every year it seems Kyler is more and more relevant at the top tier of curling teams, competing against the best year in, year out. Kyler's team just getting better and better. Not exactly sure how long this lineup has together. If someone wants to give a bit of context to the chat, that'd be appreciated. I'm guessing there's a lot of friends, family, supporters watching at home. Watching at home or in the class or at work. It's the beauty of live curling for free on YouTube. So draw weight, tap weight at most. If Team McEwen is lying 2, I think they are. They might leave 1 short here. Some big time into motion and rotation on the rocks. Not just from Mike, but from both skips. Really firm extension. Trying to combat the pearl here at the south. They do leave 1 high. Well, that's very interesting. I wonder if we're okay with being shot 1. There's a chance that there's shot 2 yellows, but Those angles are pretty good for red. I've been for a few shots in a row now. Looks like Kyler and Sebastian are exploring Mike's options. Not as much looking at what they're going to do. They're just looking at what kind of shots Mike might have on his last one. Looks like they'll take away the out turn, try to kind of freeze this end in place, hoping it just finishes the exact same way it is right now. That leads me to believe that it is shot one for McEwen around the forefoot. Yeah, very cerebral end. Lots of thinking, lots of planning, adjusting, reacting. Fun curling end to watch here in the fourth. Saville Center. Tie game, McEwen with hammer. One rock for each team. This is Kleibrink's Skinned Stone. Discussion in the hack. Looks like a discussion in the hack has led to an intern. I wonder if they're still throwing a guard, but the Sweepers preferred the intern path. I wonder. Looks like it. Sweepers requested the other turn, and Kyler gave them some good weight for it. Yeah, good adjustment. Nice call, nice sweep. Definitely not the traditional way you would go. More forgiveness for your weight, the out turn, because you can finish 6 or 7 light or heavy, and your rock's going to generally end up kind of the same path. By taking the opposite turn, you're guiding the rock across the path that you're trying to occupy. So the weight becomes that much more important. So a lot would have went into that discussion and hear what was exchanged between Sweepers and Skip that led to the riskier decision of calling the intern. I wonder what led to that made. But they adjusted, made it. Team McEwen with their last throw will try to carve this draw into the edge of the button to score 2 points, perhaps 3. 2. Last rock. Team McEwen line one already. Sweeping this early, they have to get tight to the guard. Looks like they're by the guard. Oh, very interesting. Did they oversweep it off the bat? No, now they're carving it in. There goes Kevin Marsh, and he does get the edge of the button. That will score, looks like 2. Big slap on the back there, Kevin Marsh. That's right, Skipper. Nice draw. Hesitant to call the score. I think it's score for 2 for McEwen. It'll be 2 or 5-2. Into the 5th end, Team Kleibrink with
Stronger agronomics, better returns, greater peace of mind. From pre-seed to post-harvest, you can count on the Victory Canola program to keep you and your farm ahead of the curve. Grow with us at victorycanola.com.
The reason we trust Western Sales with our business is the people. I'm sure that there's 100 years experience coming out of that shop. We trust them because we do a CMI on our combine and on our tractor. When our equipment comes out of Western Sales, it's going to be good, because if it's not, they send us another combine, they send us another tractor. And we're not naive to the fact that that probably costs them a lot of money. So we just know that the service that we're getting at Western Sales is above par to everybody else. This is where the focus comes into play. Look at that.
Canada, say hello to your new champions.
Proudly pulling for this generation of Canadians and the next for over 40 years at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
And these teams did take a little bit of a break, fourth end. Not sure if I saw any snacks. That's always a hot topic. What snacks? What snacks did the team bring for the fourth end break? You can tell a lot about a team by what snacks they bring. But I hate to intrigue you because I did not watch it. Did not see the snacks. Very important to me. Anyways, let's get this scoreboard updated. It is the fifth end. I do believe it was 2 points. Team McEwen. It'll be Team Kleibrink with hammer. A little bit of a game summary, how about? Game started off strong, lots of rocks in play. Team Kleibrink pressuring without hammer. Looked like a steal perhaps a bit on the sheet, but Mike McEwen makes this draw the game. Really nice. With a good sweep, scores one. And then it was Team McEwen's turn in the second end. Pressure, Kleibrink without hammer. Team McEwen gets away with a steal in the second end. That gave them a 2-point lead, allowed them to play defensively in the third end. Opting to not protect their 2 rocks in the forefoot, instead removing a Kleibrink stone. That did give Team Kleibrink an opportunity to come around the corner guards. And through some kind of tactical trades, Team Kleibrink score 2, third end. And roaring back, like McEwen. Pretty good control of the house from the end of the second stone's on. Puts up a deuce, as we just saw Mike. Put up a deuce. So now it's 4-2. Second half of the game comes. Team Kleibrink gonna push a little bit here at the odd end, but they're down 2. They cannot waste hammers. Gotta take advantage of each hammer. Neither team really looking at flanking too aggressively so far. Let's get a full wide shot here. We'll go to some full screen for a bit. Show off these cameras. Daniel Marsh trying to put one in the top forefoot. It's a nice shot, but half the rock showing. Now this shot has been made almost every end. Team with hammer, playing ball, coming down the middle. They can't pick center guards, so they'll have to play to the middle. Only a useful shot if it's made quite well. And Hardy is going to chip that yellow. Looks like he clung on to a bit of the center line, so that is a legal pick, a perfectly legal pick. That rock cannot leave the center line, but since it does not, It'll stay right there. Not a great miss from Tardy. You want to miss that. I don't know how you'd want to miss that. You want to miss it high. I think. Could be wrong. Don't quote me on any of these comments. This looks like a rock. That walk the sweepers do as they sort of trail away from the rock. As you're sweeping a curling stone, you have to keep your emotions out of it. You physically act out what you're observing. So sweepers are observing, okay, that's heavy, and so their bodies just sort of instinctually sort of back off the rock. Really, logically, you should be sticking right with that rock in case your skip has a plan B called. But sometimes we cannot help ourselves, can we? Curling is a tense, emotional kind of a game where your brain's always engaged. And you can't just ask these athletes to turn it off. Ooh, 1, 2. No, he's upset, but I don't know if there's a lot of reason to be upset there. A lot of good things just happened. Didn't stick his shooter in the rings, I suppose. That would be something you'd be looking for there. But it moved the guard off the 4-foot line. It removed the 2 McEwen stones from in front of the 4-foot. And now Team McEwen is going back to square one, drawing around the center guard. So I think that's a pretty good shot. Kleibrink there. Oh, and now I've just really turn these rocks on. See if we can keep track of that. This is the 4th stone. For Dan Marsh. Pretty delicate shot here. Got to keep your shooter around. So, little chip and roll. Removing the McEwen stone, not super important. All about the shooter here. Let's get a good look at the rings as this one comes in. Just by the guard. Gets the first one. Gets a little roll over. Makes contact with the second one. That is absolutely perfect. Marvelous shot. When his team needed it the most. Yep. Andrew Nerpin at second. Andrew, I'd give you a close-up if I had my zoom-in cam handy. But see what we can do. Yeah, you can see Jordan and Andrew checking out their handiwork. Jordan, thank you, buddy. Thanks for getting us out of that one. Now that there's a serious setup here, and it will. See McEwen in the small screen there, him down the center line. Josh will chase this rock to the outside. Big shot, one of the biggest of the game, I would say. Biggest for Team Kleibrink, besides Kyler's lovely freezes and tap in there. That will bounce off the guard, and just like that, Kleibrink's got something. That's not the worst miss. Exposed the shot stone. Rolled your shooter to the center line. There's now 2 center guards to work with. But Team McEwen up 2 points. Not necessarily looking to press hard for a steal. We saw in the third end how Team McEwen played that end. Lots of hits. Elected to forego an opportunity to guard 2 stones and 4-foot. It may have given them a better chance in order to remove the dangerous red stone. So we saw the kind of defensive curling that Team McEwen did in the third end, last odd end. And now we see more of the same. Taking a peek at these two, yeah, I agree. I don't know what else you can do here. Sebastian Robillard's first stone. 4 rocks to come for Team Kleibrink, so lots of opportunity left to set up a big end. They've got the guards, they've got the shot stone. Power is in their hands for the first time since the second half of the third end. I'm chasing the game pretty badly since then. Team Kleibrink's been light on this outturn draw now. Second time this end. And not just a little bit, that's significantly light. Didn't reach the rings. Most definitely not what they were looking for. That rock had to be counting. Gonna open the door for Team McEwen. Remove that shot stone and lie 3 in the rings, as well as take away the only draw path. I think that's what Mike's discussing right now. Do we even really want to roll? Yeah, we do. That'll be the ask of Colton. Soft weight hit and roll. Definitely outside. Trying to carve this hard. And will jam on the back. Redstone will remain in the ring. Miss for miss. Opportunity to take control of the end. Wasted by first Team Kleibrink, then McEwen. Sebastian's going to get another crack at this. Same, not the same draw as before. A little bit further outside. Wider path. Sweepers think it's got a little bit more. Not a full sweep yet. Yeah, now they're starting to go pretty hard on it. Get that late curl. Will it be enough for shot rock? Team Kleibrink's front end. A couple times this game where they've had to give it everything they got. You can see the expression on Jordan and Andrew's face there. Oh, they needed us in it again. All right, no real run back opportunity. I guess flash that yellow tone across. Kind of looking at the specifics of the run back. tapping the forefoot, looking at just a straight tap back of that center guard. That would be gutsy. However, there's a lot of benefit to that draw. Leave the guard in the draw path. There would not be a intern draw to return. You throw weight at this run back and get rid of the occupying stone in that forefoot path. Even though there's a lot of curl on the ice, I think there'd be support on that intern side to foot. Rock would be kind of cruising that foot backwards, some would say. So you gotta, your line is right, but yeah, as difficult as it is, a straight tap back on that guard might really result. Not a lot of ways that red stone. So jamming it into the big pile back there, and to jam it in on your own yellow, Kleibrink line 2 would be really disastrous. So don't want to play with that. This is a big decision. So Colton and Dan are going to walk down and participate in this team discussion once again. Mike, not the fastest player on earth, but you know what? This is a important moment in the game. This is Rory McCusker with you here with Curling Stadium Live at the Saville Sports Complex. It's the Saville Shootout 2023 men's and women's event. Little shout out to Saville Sports Complex. My sister Shane McCusker in her senior year. U of A Pandas basketball. Reigning Canada West champions, I might add. Shay plays basketball, but she teaches youth curling in the summer months. So staying true to her roots. All right. This will be Mike's first stone. Very interesting eye. Trying to determine the spin of the run back stone. It's really close. Let's see if they can hold the line. It looks like it's just over curling. It will get the red stone. It will roll open. That's a made shot. That's a made shot. And you know what's big about Team McEwen keeping that shot stone in the 12-foot? If they would have rolled directly out, Kleibrink would have had a hit in the back of the ring for like 2. Yeah. Keeping that rock in the ring was very important. I'm thinking that's why Team McEwen took so long discussing exactly how they were going to make the run back. They elected to play the out turn, gave the stone they were running back the spin that they desired, gave them the best chance of sticking around in the house. Even though they didn't hit the rock perfect, overcurled a little bit, they were still able to, at the end of the day, lie through in the rings. So, really good result. Key moment in the game. Team McEwen makes it happen. Tyler racing to the hack to get rid of this one. Love that. Speed throw. Looking for a hit and roll. Lie 1 at the end of this stone. Here comes the girl. Looks really close. The hit, the roll. Ooh, just a touch over curls. That was hard to manage. That rock was curling really hard, hog line in. Makes it really tough to judge the sweep ball. That's a made shot. There's only a sliver of that rock showing, but we know with the elite shot maker, Mike McEwen, like when there's an opportunity to take a hit away from him, you really got to hop on that opportunity. Now we will have a hack weight-ish hit lined up. Ideally, at the end of this, will be line 2. Pretty important to keep your shooter in the rings here. Pretty important not to wreck on the guard. I mean, as things stand right now, if Mike completely missed this shot or not play this rock at all, we would see a potential hit for 3 for Team Kleibrink. And I will remind everyone, this all started with the incredible shot, Andrew Merpin. Blew that center line up and got things rolling for Team Kleibrink and gave them a chance at scoring multiple here. Really fun game. Start us off here Friday night. Thought about this all day. I'm gonna watch it tonight. Had to grind through work during the day, but I'm sure many of you are in the same boat as me. But here we are. Curling on a Friday night. Get used to it. All season long, you're going to have something to watch every weekend. What an incredible feeling. Curling season is longer than it's ever been. And like I said earlier, let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Let's get interactive here. We're on YouTube for a reason. We all love yelling at the TV. Well, type into the computer screen and we can chat a bit about the game. See a big shot? I want to see a big thumbs up in that chat box on the YouTube chat. Mike with the draw. Last stone. Go right around everything. Sweepers trying to coax that last bit of curl. I think they got it buried. It is shot rock. There is an angle here, though. I don't know if it's for 2, but... Oh, yeah, it is. The way this ice is curling, I think the soft weight could be a red on red. Tap, tap. Yeah, just like Sebastian signaled with his broom. Need about half a rock at the top red. I think the way the ice is curling, you'll get it. Now, let's not miss Tyler. He likes to get in the hack and go pretty quick. This will be the last rock in the 5th end. Looking for a big end here. Team Kleibrink signaling that it's up. Inside sweeper, counting that hard, giving it everything he's got. God, it's just going sideways. It won't be enough. It will kick. The center guard. What a fantastic one. Team McEwen steals a point. Back and forth and blocked great shots by Team Kleibrink. They got the opportunity they wanted, but could not make that last shot. Big steal of 1. Extend. Coming up. We will see Team Kleibrink go all out with hammer.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Do you ever miss your parlays by just one pick? How about losing your over-unders or your spreads by only a point? Well, if you're ready to ditch the gambling and go legit, it's time to join In Play Live. We're the world's #1 live sports investing platform, all built around our live video streaming. So you can wager in real time with our 7-figure professionals and take what they're taking when they're taking it. Now, the platform also includes our masterclass suite of videos that include both the strategies and philosophies to succeed. Our next rocket ship is launching off to space right now, and you're just one click away from being on your first live stream with our team of pros. So make the transformation today. Go from amateur gambler to sports value analyst. We'll see you on the moon.
Cool, those in-play live commercials get me jacked. That is awesome. I'm gonna check you guys out. Welcome back. It is the 6th end. There's not one rock left. There is this many. This many. This many. Okay. Here we go. Team Kleibrink with the hammer. It is the 6th end, the all-important 6th end. Looks like we've got 2 rocks. I don't know how that score gets so screwed up. It is 5-2 for Team Kleibrink. It is not the last rock. This is the first game for me too, folks. Please forgive me. Figuring out all my tools. Like that first time back out on the ice, that first slide, you just don't want to fall down. Well, I just don't want to fall down tonight. I just want to bring you guys good stuff. This fantastic game between Alberta team and a Saskatchewan team. Both teams' top competitors take home the Brier. The right to represent their province at the Brier. We'll be watching these teams all season long, won't we? Oh, that's what I'm doing. You can score with rocks. Bam. Nice run back there. 2 McEwen Stones. Leaves his rock dead center, right down the middle, available for motion. Center guard, corner guard. Down 3 points, you're not as good at this point. You just want rocks to use up front, I think. Interesting. Lots of discussion here. Let's both sides of the story. If I can figure it out here. There we go. Kevin Marsh just clarifying with the skip what he wants out of this shot. I'd be interested to know too. Are they trying to double peel and roll the shot back into the rings? It's like clack, clack, and a roll. Yeah, I think they're just trying to get that a little bit thinner. Double both those guards off. Kevin is hoping his rock might slide into the 12-foot or 8-foot there. That would have been a fantastic result, but getting both of those red guards and even their stone definitely in the way of the outturn drop path and definitely protecting their own. That's a good result. It'll be a draw around the yellow setup for Team Kleibrink. They sense that's where the action is. They're just going to try to occupy some territory there. You want to, Team Kleibrink wants to eventually use their own corner guard on the opposite side of the center line, but for now they're kind of forced to take this on. A little chap and roll might make sense. Sweeping it for line. Does get by the top one. Does get corner frozen position. I don't know if you get much better than that. Shot rock, undercover, with some backing. And I think they're pretty happy with that. I guess the absolutely ideal spot might be 2 inches higher, but come on. It's September. That is a 100% shot in September. Colton Flash. Launch and wait at the broom. Many talents. And 1 and 2. Bam, bam. Leaves his guard that he ran back directly buried. I don't care what month it is. That is a made shot as well. Big response, Colton Flash. I welcome anyone in from blowouts or early finishes from other games. Isn't it beautiful? Watch one game, as soon as it's over, bam, next sheet. My personal recommendation to people, multiple browser windows, multiple screens even. Get a bunch of games going at once. Why not? The power is in your hands. Curling Stadium Live YouTube channel. I was looking this afternoon, and there was a dozen games to choose from. So many top have become spoiled as curling fans. Everyone, make sure you share your appreciation for Curling Stadium Live, Saville Center for installing the product to stream these games, to the teams, to the sponsors. We all owe a lot to the world of curling for this free action. Now, another news. Big over curl. Our clock just started moving right away. I don't want to call it a pick. Sebastian seems pretty upset with himself, so you got to just miss through that. Removing the Yellowstone, not that important. Keeping their shooter in the rings, quite important, and in a good spot would have been fantastic. But none of those 3 goals were achieved. Pretty tough-looking situation for Team Kleibrink. Not that they're facing a lot of danger, but it's at this point in the 6th end, you really just want to cut something up and get a multiple-point score with no rocks in the ring. That's that goal is looking pretty far away. Definitely opportunities though. McEwen here going to take this opportunity, slow things down for a second, talk about what Team Kleibrink wants to do, and discuss how McEwen can prevent that. Prevention to prevent defense. Now, speaking of in-play live, I want to see a in-play live curling or curling lesson at some point this year. They might exist. Let's get that rolling. Looks like they've come to a conclusion. Sort of. Marsh boys given the path. 15. Team McEwen, not in cruise control mode, but definitely have the upper hand. Keep making shots, keep making simple shots. Force Team Kleibrink to push the issue, to be aggressive, to make those more difficult shots. Looks like they're going to peel their own. With no sweep, I think they're trying to roll here, actually. Oh, a really good shot. That's almost got the inside edge to edge, as we would say. But it didn't. Left 2 inches of room. Which means Team Kleibrink is going to have an opportunity to roll in shot rock under cover. So, break number 1. If Team Kleibrink wants to score 2 or more, they're going to need to make 2 shots in a row here. No question. No room for half at this point. Sebastian's got to lay one in here, get under cover. Allow McEwen to make a run back or an attempt at it, and then that should give Skip Kyler a decent opportunity to play around with the corner guards. Perhaps he'll have something to freeze to, but getting ahead of myself. It all starts with this hit and roll right here. I'll have to watch this path. It has curled. That looked like a better release, or a positive release, Sebastian. Sweepers on this one now. Good. That's taken off as well. Oh, gets a lucky little step off the top. They will take it. It is shot rock. It is behind cover. And Mike McEwen will play the run back. So, all three objectives achieved this time. Nice bounce back. Sebastian. That looks like a good throw. It's really, really cool. I'm not sure if it's something he's doing to the rock, whether he was light, or whether his rock is doing more, or maybe just plain missed. Maybe just missed. But that's twice in a row those turn hits have really took off on him. Mike McEwen. 1, 2, 3. Would have loved to keep that yellow in the ring. But, main goal has been achieved. Mission accomplished, as Stone and Mike would say on Sportsnet 17 or 18 times a broadcast. Oh, come on. It's my own mother. I get to honor if I want to. They have some fun. One rock in the ring. It is buried. Full 8-foot available for a draw. Primary concern would be get undercover. Secondary concern, go too deep. If those two objectives are met, I think Kleibrink will have an opportunity for 2 points here. All they really need, even a score of 1 keeps the game alive. The long odds, but keeps the game alive. We've seen this path curl a ton. And you can see Kyler already knows that's the side. What is he at? Puts the hand up in the air. What's going on? Well, Kyler, in the fourth end, his rock killed like crazy there. Also, when Team Kleibrink elected to throw an intern guard, they played that curly spot. So a little surprised there, but a pretty good view. Yeah, right down the center line here. We know that spot taken off. You can see the ice get pretty polished. Those kind of chalky white lines getting less and less prevalent. More of that sort of glistening polished surface we can see from our angle. Just means the ice is developing. Curling ice goes through a progression every game. That's part of a sweeper's job, is to track of what stage the progression of the ice and the paths are at. Usually the 7th end is when you really got to keep an eye on that for some more dramatic changes. But every end is different. Every end is a little bit differently. And that's especially at the top end, top tier curlers. When the skill and the shot ability is up there for both teams, the game often comes down to reading ice, understanding paths, understanding times, blocks, releases, all that detailed stuff. It kind of separates the very best team from the very good team. Oh, getting lazy on my rocks here. This is Mike McEwen's final stone in the 6th end. Mike is confident that If he takes this in-turn tap away, there will be no shot for two. That's all he's trying to do. Playing that out turn once again. Sweepers guide it right in. Attempting to take away run back as well from the corner guard. And I think they did everything. I think they got everything accomplished here. A little bit of spike in viewers. Hello, everyone. Switching over from other games, I assume. If you had Friday off, okay, you have filled your entire day with Stu Stell's Oakville competition, as well as this men's and women's Saville Shootout 2023. Thanks for joining us. Kyler Kleibrink throwing his last rock in the sixth end. Trying to score a point here. Game alive. Bam, bam, bam. And he does. It's everything right where he wanted to. It's a big shot. Team Kleibrink with a few opportunities to cook there in the sixth end, but Team McEwen pretty solid, not letting it happen. Forcing Team Kleibrink with some tough shots. That'll be a score of 1 in the sixth end. Team McEwen, powerful 2-point lead with hammer in the seventh end. And we come back.
Here's another look at that beautiful rock from Kyler. Setting things up really nicely. They're close to the win with that one. Now in the last end of the game, Team Kleibrink has a draw to the button for the win.
Hold on, the guys that didn't play, I just made a call. They paid me way more cash than you guys ever will. If you want to destroy the sports books, come join the #1 sports investing community on the planet at inplaylive.com.
Sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch. The Roaring
Welcome back to the Saville Center. The Saville Shootout 2023. Seventh end. Kleibrink McEwen. Team Kleibrink, a lot of work to do here. This is kind of the womp womp moment. Womp womp, where I read out the analytics for this situation. curlingzone.com/analytics. Gives you the breakdown, the matrix of the previous year's competitions. Oh, still early season for everyone. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or it's not loaded up yet. Okay. Lots of good stats, team info, event standing, curlingzone.com. If you don't know about it now, I'm locked. But that's the plug. curlingzone.com. Events, teams, scores, fantasy curling, news, all the curling news, stories from the players, stories from the events. curlingzone.com, home for all curling news and stats. 3 rocks in. Kleibrink throwing 2 center darts. This is all a way to accept that play is going to go to the middle. And Kleibrink without Hammer just looking to use that free guard zone as best as they can. Now 2 rocks on the center line. Those can't be ticked out of the way either. So 2 nicely made shots by Jordan Tardy. It's going to put them in the exact position they want to be in. Andrews inside and light. Maybe just light. Not a bad miss. I mean, you want to light if anything there. Your rocks in the way. For promotion. Nothing wrong with that. But at this point in the game, down 3-5 without Hammer, just okay is not good enough, especially a team as good at defensive curling as Team Mike McEwen. Not just Mike himself, Colton Flash, Daniel Marsh. These are some of the best in Canada when it comes to playing defensive curling, understanding the risks and rewards of situations, not getting tempted, dangerous situations. You're not going to get many greedy decisions from Mike McEwen. If Team Kleibrink wants to come back and win this game, they're going to have to do it all on their own. They're not going to get a lot of help from the team across the sheet. Looks like a little tap back. No other choice, really. We'll get a look at the angles here when they drop across the hog line. Taps it back. Ooh, just chips off the yellow. Pretty unlucky. That was close to a made shot. Swept it a little too hard down the middle. May have been a bad weight call. You never know. Sweeper threw that rock good enough. The thrower threw that rock good enough shot, which it's always frustrating as it's a falling line and knowing that you threw it good enough and threw a line call mistake. Took the shot away from. Very difficult call. Very difficult shot. It's like McEwen sees an opportunity to get some red. They're going to take it. I wonder if they'll try to double these darts off. I would imagine so. Ooh, that's curling a ton. Not the result they were looking for. Yeah. Yellow rock cannot be promoted back. That red rock is determined to go to the side of the forefoot, away from the button. That's a bit of a break for Team Kleibrink. Got that one going a little bit, I thought Kevin did. Either came across the center line a little strange or release. Not too sure, but that rock was moving off the center line right away. Colton already imagining the multi-rock takeout that he's going to be making. You can see him going with his hand at the center sheet there. Visualization, usually a good thing. There we go, Sebastian Robillard. Some ups and downs, some big misses this game, but also some impressive makes. So, an interesting game on tape for Sebastian. We'll have some good stuff to take away leading into the next tournament. Team Kleibrink up their first game. I'll tell you against who in just a second here. Looks like they lost their first one against Morozumi. now playing McEwen in their second game. After this, in the pool play, Team Kleibrink will play Team Champ from Ontario, followed by Yanagasawa from Japan, then finish off against Adams from Alberta. So even if Team Kleibrink is able to come back from this one, they'll have some more strong opponents to play. Ooh, does not squeak that by the guard. Does not squeak that by. Got tempted into making the double. Knew that he wanted as much of the nose of that red rock on the side of the forefoot as he could. And all of a sudden, we got an end here. Not a lot of guards left, so he's doing a good job of removing guards. But that's 2 rocks on the side of the forefoot that teammate McEwen could have prevented. Most importantly, it allows Team Kleibrink to focus forefoot, which is where they want to be. This is worth a discussion for sure. Got to think you'd want to make a freeze or tap those rocks on the top of the forefoot. That's where the action's coming. And I just gave you Kleibrink's schedule. I'll on to Team McEwen. McEwen cruised through their first game against the champ of Ontario, winning 10-1. Giving them a 1-0 record going into this game. Next up, they'll have Adam from Alberta, Morozumi and Yanagasawa from Japan. 2 strong Japanese pool, along with this very strong Alberta team, Kleibrink, Saskatchewan's Team McEwen, Ontario's champ, and Alberta's Adams. Great start to the season, high quality competition here at the Saville Shootout 2023. Bit of weight that I was not expecting. Sweeping that, they will get off those rocks. I'm a bit confused by that call. I'm not a master strategist. You want to keep that backing around. It seems like way more weight than I thought they were going to throw, but down 2 without hammering, you want to keep those opportunities to lie anything. Thing is, Colton Flash just through this stone, just through this path, this weight, this double. So now you're going to give Colton second crack at the double with outside this time. This was closer though. Nope, coming back. It was double. Yeah. Gets his chance, takes it. Still a good trade, a beneficial trade for Team Kleibrink though. Like now you've got some action down the middle. You've got some rocks to tap and roll off of. A steal or a fourth is definitely in play, which is the goal for Team Kleibrink. To force the 2-1 and try to score 3 in the 8th end is a realistic opportunity. It's not, the odds are not in your favor, obviously, but that is not out of the question. You would not see handshakes if Team McEwen were to score a point here. And equally, if not better, opportunity is to score a point. Team Kleibrink, or 2. We've got this mess down the middle. Only got 2 shots left to respond. Kyler with two really nice shots here that would have to be quite precise. Can create an opportunity to force or steal in this end. Not working with a ton of backing and not working with a ton of guards, but just enough to realistically make it happen. I wonder if this is ice for a tap or whether he's hit and roll the yellow. Looks like a tap. This one's curling right away as well. Good rotation on this stone, but it's still moving pretty significantly. Supers are off it now. This might be a plan B. Yeah. Pretty good plan B. I think they're shot 2. Yeah. From this angle, it looks like Red is shot 2. I know that is in the back of the ring, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Tyler will be looking to create as much junk as possible for his second stone to settle in somewhere that will be difficult to remove. And that shooter does it. I don't imagine that was the call, but hey, maybe it was. Might have been the call. Up a little heavy as the sweepers dropped that one the whole way. But, center guard. Looks like they'll just take the most dangerous stone, being the red in the top 4. I think sitting right on the nose is pretty good. I'm not even sure you want to be buried and Tyler be able to draw again. I almost think a wall of yellow would be the better play. Way into the 4th, being a kind of chip and roll on the inside for Team Kleibrink. We'll see where they put this on. I'm interested to see where McEwen thinks is the perfect place to roll this. Mike McEwen's first stone in the 7th hit with hammer, leading by 2. And a great game here on Friday night at the Saville Center. On and off sweep. Looks like nose is the call. Wall of yellow it is. I think red is shot still at the back of the forfeit there. So that will need to be addressed at some point. There is a yellow-red run back on that inside side, but Colton had some trouble with his first one down that path. Second rock, even with weight, curled a decent bit at the end. So maybe a tricky path there. It's certainly a better situation than what it was looking like it was going to be earlier this end. Maybe not pure misses. Yeah, Colton's picking the guard was probably a pure miss, but Kevin Marsh's shot that overcurled. You just kind of hear them there that what team Kleibrink into this end. Now that being said, it's still very comfortable. 2 points up with, not looking at a ton of danger right now. And similar to the previous shot, I'm very interested to see where Team Kleibrink thinks that the perfect roll will be in this situation. I would guess just touching the center line is the perfect roll, making a straight yellow run back as possible. That's my guess. But we will see. This is curling right away as well. Really moving. Sweeper's trying to through. Next one rolls to the side. Jeez, huge opportunity to have 2 points for Team Kleibrink, and that rock overfilled and the team in this game. If Team Kleibrink had not picked that top one, even if they had overrolled, it still would have been shot 1 for Team Kleibrink with a pretty difficult shot to get rid of it. Looks like Team McEwen has determined that, yes, that yellow at the top of the foot is shot rock. He's Colton signaling a run back for what I assume is 2. It might be for 1. A couple words from Colton there to Mike. It was a little bit off camera there, but Colton encouraged Mike to go back and at a certain part of this shot. May have been saying, hey, just add like a little more ice, or you don't want to take a little less, but either way. Well, one thing's for sure, shot 1, either McEwen or Kleibrink. So she's like, even if Mike misses this shot, it's not the end of the world. They'll either score 1 or 3, or they'll give up to remain 1 up. Neither thing is extremely detrimental to Mike's ability to win the game, McEwen's ability to win the game. But here it is. It's the last rock, 7th end. Mike McEwen with an opportunity to win the game, more or less, if he can make this happen. For 2, I should. Sweepers are on it. Gotta go. It chips the guard. It makes contact with the stone, but rolls right by. Big sweep wasn't quite enough to get that rock by. Yeah. I'm not sure what indication that was by Kevin there. We will see. We will see who scored what when we come back. 8th end action between Team McEwen and Team Kleibrink.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Stronger agronomics, better returns, greater peace of mind. From pre-seed to post-harvest, you can count on the Victory Canola program to keep you and your farm ahead of the curve. Grow with us at victorycanola.com.
The reason we trust Western Sales with our business is the people. I'm sure that there's 100 years experience coming out of that shop. We trust them because we do a CMI on our combine and on our tractor. When our equipment comes out of Western Sales, it's going to be good, because if it's not, they send us another combine, they send us another tractor. And we're not naive to the fact that that probably costs them a lot of money. So we just know that the service that we're getting at Western Sales is above par to everybody else.
Here we go. It's the 8th end. Let me get that score bug finalized. We gotta make sure it's right. This is big time here. Boom. 8th end. There has been 2 rocks down the sheet for Team Kleibrink, 1 rock down the sheet for Team McEwen. Second one coming right now. Ooh, looks like a bit of a miss. McEwen put one high. Left one a little light. This is the 8th inning. We had talked earlier, I mean talking to myself, about the changing ice conditions throughout the game. 7th, 8th inning, you got to watch out for that. And may have got caught with the ice getting a little bit slower. Or Dan just missed. One of the two. That is not Paul leaving it in front of the house. So now Dan's got to fix his mistake. Try to tick his own rock away. You can tick your own rock. And this looks pretty good. That's a really good bounce back. It's as if the mistake never happened. 2 rocks on the wing. And now it'll be the bomb squad coming down the middle from McEwen for the rest of the end. Team Kleibrink trying to very important note. Kleibrink did steal a point in that last end. We thought Kyler may have chipped the McEwen stone into the 4-foot for a counter, but nope, that rock in the back of the 4-foot survived. That is going to be a light guard. It's going to be a pretty significant miss because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rocks have been thrown, which means, I mentioned earlier, bomb squad arrives. Those are pretty close together guards. Easier double peel for Kevin. And he's going to make that no problem. So impactful, those misses, when you're chasing the game in the very last end. It's just, you're playing the whole end for a half make, 2 half makes from the other team. And you almost get one. And yeah, bit of a miss. And you're starting all over again. Now, hope is not lost. There is a shot rock in the top of the 4-foot, biting the center line. It's a good rock. It's a potentially game-tying rock for Team Kleibrink. They got to work their butts off here protecting it, hoping that McEwen isn't going to be able to make a run back, make a move on it. That's a nice guard there. Had to sweep it a little bit to get that curl out of it. I think that's a little deeper than they may have wanted it. Again, very picky placements, just because it is the last end. It is. Oh, and from that overhead view, that actually it's in a pretty good spot. It's a full 4.5 feet above the house. Team McEwen will try with about a 10-foot run back. Kevin Marsh, second stone. 1 and just blows by. Tough one, almost made it. Kleibrink gets 1 rock closer, throwing that final stone at the end over the field. So it's just about survival at this point. Kleibrink replacing that guard, hoping the run back is not made, hoping for a miss, jammed run back, a flashed peel. Still got my last rock off there. Early season round for me, folks. This is Rory McCusker, Curling Stadium Live. Thrilled to be watching this game on a Friday night. Fantastic game. We were treated to a lot of good topics, some very complex ends. The rule changes in curling and just the culture of going for it, of trying to steal, trying to force, trying to multiple points. We've seen no blank ends. Ends are a bad thing, but just to prove my point, very entertaining curling. Bit of a drift for Colton there. Pokes it back. And blows another one by inches. And that is the miss Team Kleibrink was waiting for. Misses the run back. Colton scratching the back of his head. He knows that's not a good way to miss that one. It's a center guard, a rock in the 4-foot, and it's Team Kleibrink in the hack. So, first half of the end has went about as good as Team Kleibrink could have hoped. looks like Kyler and Sebastian discussing what McEwen's next move might be. They're thinking, okay, they're going to throw this yellow guard back. Where are we going to put this stone so that if they take that shot, we're still looking okay? An option is to dead freeze your current stone. Try and get 2 rocks just nose to nose. So when the run back is made, there will be still a red stone. Another option is to throw a high guard. So 1. Looks like they'll discuss with the front end. Very precarious situation. Worked so hard to get to this point. They've gotten the luck. They've gotten the misses that they've needed. They've kind of tempted McEwen. They put their guards in the just right spot. You don't want to blow it. I get it. Another option might be joining the back of the button. Yeah, you can see Kyler adding that spot right there. Biggest shot of the game so far. Made some good ones. Had some misses. This will be a key shot here. Oh, folks missed that switch. That rock. Looks like it's just over the hog line. That is damn near perfect. That is as much separation as you're going to get from those 2 stones. That's a made shot. Big response in a pressure moment. Yep. It's a big response for Sebastian Robillard. Colton Flash. The big weight hit coming down the ice. Chucks it right down the center line. Out-turn spin. He get both guards. Get 1. He does blow by second guard. Taking away the in-turn draw pass now. Things get even more interesting for Team Kleibrink. Ooh. Down 2 points without Hammer in the second end. Kleibrink has really clawed themselves back to a situation where they could tie this game. They could even force Mike McEwen to shoot against 2 stones. They could force Mike to shoot against the win. Had some opportunity in the 6th end. Couldn't make it happen. Skip Kyler did make an impressive shot to score one. 7-10. They were able to turn it around, created some junk down the middle, some half shots, half misses. Their steal of one in the 7th end. Now in the 8th, clung on to dear life with one rock in the forefoot. Got some misses out of Colton Flash, Kevin Marsh, and now here's Kyler Kleibrink first. Trying to seal off the forefoot by 2. And that's on the back of the button. Pretty much where he tapped. That's a fine shot. It's going to be a challenge for Mike McEwen to follow that down and get shot rocks, so it looks like he's not even going to. Little overhead view for you here. He's got a piece of the pin, so Mike would have to move that red stone. Not only draw to it, have to tap it. And geez, with the right line, I don't even know if he'd be able to do that. I think Yellowstone would roll off a little bit, opening things up for Kyler Kleibrink to roll into the button area. So it will be a run back for Team McEwen. Huge shot. They can put it to bed right here. All 3 of these rocks can move out of the ring. Thrilling finish here. Saville Center. Mike McEwen's first stone with hammer. Needs a big one to open things up for himself. Looks close. And for the 4th time this end. For the 4th time this end. Run back misses by inches. Team McEwen has been so close so many times. Kept that one. Colton had a few. Now Mike's got one as well. Run back that was so tight. So close to the broom. Gets by him. We have got to finish here, folks. Kyler Kleibrink's final stone. Looking to protect his 2 in the rings. Force Mike McEwen to throw against 2. Did they leave a bit of a hole? I wonder where the ideal placement for that was. There's a nose hit to the port. I mean, bit of a victory. There's those 3 yellow stones on the left-hand side from the shooter's perspective. None of those are very easily run back. Get both those stones moving. An option for Mike would be to play run back to move 1 red. This is for the win, though. Down the pipe. Out-turn hit right down the center line. See if you can get 2.5, 3 inches of curl out of this thing. The good news is, don't make the double. You will be going to an extra end with hammer. So if Mike can get through this hole, get through this port. Wow, what a thrilling finish. Mike McEwen, this is the final shot at the 8th end. Facing 2, a shot against the wind. Sweepers are on it. This is curling. Colton Flash gets it through the hole. 1 and 2 with the double. It's a win for Mike McEwen. What an incredible game. Friday Night Lights. Both teams should feel very proud of themselves. That was a fine competition, fine display by both teams. It's going to be a final score of, I believe there was 2 scored in that inning. 7-4 is the final. Fighting back from down 5-2. Team Kleibrink makes the game of it. Forces Mike McEwen to shoot against the wind. Doesn't quite get enough curl on that guard at the very end. Again, we don't know exactly what shot they were trying to tempt Mike into playing, but you can see they're still talking about it. thrilling game. Well, book your calendars clean for this weekend here, folks, because we got some incredible curling out of Oakville and Edmonton. Saville Shootout 2023, the two cells, Oakville, and men's and women's curling all weekend long. You can catch it on Curling Stadium Live. Please support our YouTube channel. Please support the team, sponsors, the events, the clubs. We'll see you all next time. It's been Rory McCusker. Thanks for joining me for that game. Have a good night, everybody.
The reason we trust Western Sales with our business is the people. I'm sure that there's 100 years experience coming out of that shop. We trust them because we do a CMI on our combine and on our tractor. When our equipment comes out of Western Sales, it's going to be good, because if it's not, they send us another combine, they send us another tractor, and we're not naive to the fact that that probably costs them a lot of money. So we just know that the service that we're getting at Western Sales is above par to everybody else.
Here's another look at that beautiful rock from Kyla. Setting things up really nicely. They're close to the win with that one. Now in the last end of the game, Team Kleibrink has a draw to the button for the win.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.